substation and 2B earthing. Yes, and in the last class we have finished the two important that is called the tolerable step and touch voltage. So it is also called as step voltage and it is also called as touch voltage. So definitely there will be the question asked for you, explain the concept of step potential and touch potential. So if possible, you have to draw the diagram. So that diagram we have discussed in the last time. I'm not expecting to draw exact diagram, but you should draw at least a RYB phase having the 11 kilovolt voltage, and whenever there is a sudden conductor will get cut, then that conductor will fall on earth, and there is a possibility of the 11 kilovolt potential gradient is going to develop on the earth. So the point at which that conductor falls, there is a possibility of 11 kilovolt. As soon as we are getting outer point, or you can say we are going to outer side of that 11 kilovolt, we will get 10 kilovolt, 9, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1 kilovolt like this. Yes, and if the person will get contacted with this particular difference in voltages, so if he has placed his foot in between these two different voltages, then he will get the shock or she will get the shock. Yes, so that the difference between the two voltages, obviously it leads to the current, and whenever we know that if the current is going to flow from our body, we will get the shock. So that is related to the point step potential. And what is the touch potential? So the touch potential is nothing but whenever there is a under construction work, or you can say there is a underground cable is available, and with the help of some JCB machine, we are digging that portion particularly, and by mistake, if you have touched or if you have broke that particular underground cable, then the amount of current is going to transfer from that conductor to that you can say the JCB, and if the person touches to that particular JCB body, then he will get the shock. So one student from your class has asked me that why not that operator will get the shock. The answer is that that operator might get shock if he is not using the rubber gloves and rubber shoes. Yes, so obviously in the US culture, I can say in the USA culture, they are taking much more precautions while doing any work. Yes, so if he or she is not taking the precaution, he or she is not using the insulators, so definitely he will get the shock. Yes, so the person who is operating the machine and the person who is touching the machine, will both of them will get the shock. Yes, and that shock is a very dangerous, and they can lose their life also. Yes, so this is from the unit 2B, and that we have discussed in the last time. So today we are interested for the 3A, that is a maintenance part, and 3B, that is a condition monitoring part. Yes, so under this I have categorized this unit as 3A and 3B. I hope I am audible to you, all of you. Yes, if you are persisting any problem, then you try in box so that I can help you. Okay. So in the 3A, we are interested for the importance and necessity of maintenance. Why one should have to do the maintenance of that particular electrical equipment. This maintenance part is related to the electrical equipment only. We are not taking care of mechanical parts or mechanical, you can say the movement. We are interested only for the electrical equipments. After that, we will discuss the different maintenance strategies. So obviously there are types of maintenance also. So like say breakdown maintenance. So the name indicates itself, after the breakdown is happened for the electrical machine, then we have to carry the maintenance. In short. Then there is a type called as planned and preventive maintenance. So it is the same. Preventive is better than cure. So in that way you can remember this term. Before you can say the fault exists, we have to do the maintenance, and that is called the preventive maintenance before the fault. And you can say breakdown means after the fault. The third type is condition based maintenance. So depending on the condition, we have to do the maintenance. Then the plan and preventive maintenance for transfer. After studying these different maintenance strategies, we have to apply these strategies to the specific equipment. So that is a transformer. The second is a induction motor, and the third is the alternators. I hope you have studied these concepts in your electrical machines 1 and machines 2. Yes. So now we are interested for the next part. That is to do the maintenance of this electrical machine. And one can say that if these machines are get failure, then obviously there is a sudden loss of, you can say, the revenue also. Ultimately, we are interested for the revenue. Yes. So the equipments which we are using inside our industry are generating some revenues for us, and that we are taking care of for our labors, for daily expenses. Yes. So that one can say we have to take care of transformer, induction motor, and alternators. So alternators are also called as synchronous generators, and that we are going to see. After that, there are some ratios. So insulation, stressing factors. So इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये एक गोष्ट एवढी चांगली आहे की जे नाव आहे ते नावानुसार त्याचं प्रिन्सिपल त्यांनी डिफाइन केलं आहे. येस. So insulation stressing factor means we have to identify or we have to calculate the factor which is related to the insulator and how much stress it can carry. So that factor is called as insulation stressing factor. After that, we are interested for insulation deterioration, then the polarization index. So ultimately, we are interested for the insulators, dielectrics. So we have studied the concept of polarization. So same way, we have to identify that index. And what is the meaning of index? Might be you have heard the market. So that is a Sensex of having the top 30 companies from the India in all the fields. So there is a one index is available, and might be you're hearing the words Nifty 50. That is related to the top 50 companies. Yes. Changing the value of this particular company will change this Sensex, or you can say the Nifty. कदाचित तुमचे घरामध्ये जे लोक असतील सिनियर मोस्ट ते कदाचित ट्रेडिंग पण करत असतील सेन्सेक्स और निफ्टी मध्ये. येस. सो दॅट इज इंडेक्स. सो वी विल कॅल्क्युलेट दिस इंडेक्स फॉर पोलरायझेशन. आफ्टर दॅट देर इज अ रेशो कॉल्ड एज डायलेक्ट्रिक. So obviously it is related to the dielectric, and this is a 3B part concept of condition monitoring of electrical equipments. Advanced tools are there, techniques are available for condition monitoring, and this is the recent technique that is called the thermography. So if it is possible to me to arrange a guest lecture on this thermography, then surely arrange this lecture. Yes. So this is related to the 3A and 3B introduction. So now we will start with 3A part. Okay. So just a minute, let me show my screen so that you can start with the unit number 3A. Just a minute. I hope the screen is visible to you. Just write in the chat box so no, I am able to you, so that we will start with the unit number 3A. No, just a minute. Now, is it visible? Screen is visible to you? No? Just a minute. Let me share again. So I hope this screen is visible to you now, and I am audible to you. Yes. Okay, fine. Thank you. So you can see the toolbox. So we are interested for the maintenance, and being an electrical engineer, there is a maintenance department is available that we have already discussed, and I have given you the example of KFG movie. Yes. So there is a maintenance department is available in that particular movie, and that people are taking the maintenance for a particular plant. Now you can see this is the toolbox, and in the toolbox there are number of equipments are available to do the maintenance. So can you write these equipments which can you have seen for you can say तुमच्या घरामध्ये कदाचित इलेक्ट्रिशियन्स किंवा टेक्निशियन आला असेल आणि त्यांच्याकडे एक बॅग असते ऑब्विसली आणि त्या बॅग्स मध्ये डिफरंट इक्विपमेंट्स असतात. Yes. So can you name few equipments so that I can know your about maintenance, and I can know about your knowledge about this toolbox. So what are the different, you can say, the equipments available? Some are saying the spanner tester, correct? We are interested for to testing the current, so we need the tester. Multimeter is also the need. Screwdriver are there, you can say the tester, screwdriver, tester. Only this much is enough, being an technician or being an electrician. This much is okay. Have you heard the word before, clampometer? Might be the people have heard this word before, clampometer. And those who have conducted the experiment or the of electrical machine, they might heard this word before, clampometer. So this is the meter which measures the current flowing through the particular wire. So let me write in the chat box so that you can understood this clamp meter. Yes. So if you are interested to calculate the amount of current flowing from particular wire or conductor, obviously, but there is an equipment which is available with the technicians. So that is called as a clamp meter. So if you are interested, you can write put in the Google also. So you will get the images of clamp meter. So that is a handy equipment. Single person can hand that. You can handle this equipment, and he has to just make the clamp for that particular wire, so that the reading of current will get directly shown on the, you can say, the display. Yes. So that is a, you can say, the better equipment to measure the amount of current in a few seconds. So that is called the clamp meter. Obviously there are pliers for cutting purpose. Obviously there are, you can say, the different equipments also. So tester is available, multimeter is available. Yes, one can say that the disco tape is also available. So for joining the two wires we need the one tape, so that is also available. And they are using the soldering gun also sometimes. So if they are interested to solder the wire for the particular PCB, then they are using the sir, the clamp is also in some multimeters to check the current. Yes, there is a possibility of separate clamp meter also, and it can be built inside the multimeter also for some equipments. Yes, so better way, if you are using a separate meter, then it will perform a specific function, obviously. And if the whole multimeter will get fail, so there is a disadvantage for you also. So I already discussed to you that every system has advantages and disadvantages. Yes. तुम्ही जर विचार करत असाल की मल्टीमीटर एक अशी गोष्ट आहे की ज्यामध्ये भरपूर साऱ्या गोष्टी आपल्याला मेजर करता येतात, पण विचार करा जर मल्टीमीटरच फेल्युअर झालं तर तुमचं सगळंच काम पुढचं थांबेल. म्हणजे ती गोष्ट जेवढी ऍडव्हान्टेजेस आहे, पण जी गोष्ट फेल्युअर झाल्यावर तेवढी डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस सुद्धा आहे. सो बेटर इफ यू आर हॅव्हिंग द यू कॅन से द सेकंड ऑप्शन, सो दॅट कॅन be best for you being a technician. Okay, so we will start with our today's topic. So this is the maintenance unit we are started from today. Okay, now what is the maintenance? We are interested for some theoretical parts, and after that we take the industrial part. What type of maintenance is exactly carrying inside the industry? So maintenance involves the fixing. What we have to fix? We have to solve any of mechanical or electrical device which has become out of order or broken. अशी गोष्ट की आपल्याला जी गोष्ट खराब झाली आहे किंवा जी गोष्ट आउटडेटेड झाली आहे त्याला आपल्याला ती आपण फिक्स करू शकतो और इन वर्किंग कंडिशन मध्ये आणू शकतो. That involves the word maintenance. It also includes performing the routine actions. Now, what is the meaning of routine actions? कदाचित तुमच्या घरामध्ये ग्रँडपॅरेंट्स किंवा तुमचे जे वयस्कर व्यक्ती असतील घरामध्ये ते every year they are carrying the routine test. So what does it mean? They are checking the sugar level, they are checking the, you can say, the blood hemoglobin also. So what does it mean? In every year they have to go for particular routine checkup. Now what is the meaning of this routine checkup? One can say that with the help of this routine checkup they are studying. Yes, monthly checkup is also available. Correct, Prathamesh. One can say that with the help of this monthly checkup, they can know the health condition. Yes. So if that person misses this particular health checkup, then he is in trouble. So better to do the monthly checkups or routine checkups. I'm going to say that word, routine. Yes, and that is related to the. We are interested for the electrical now. So we have to perform the routine actions which keep the device in working order or to prevent trouble from arising. So that is called as a maintenance. One can say that. Maintenance is the procedure of finding the faults in any equipments, machineries, and also removal of fault. So this is the perfect definition of maintenance. So if someone asks you what is the maintenance, it is a procedure of finding the faults where inside the electrical equipments, and after finding the faults we have to remove the fault also. असं नाही की फॉल्ट सापडला आपलं काम झालं. आपलं काम मेन तेव्हा सुरू होतं आफ्टर आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ फॉल्ट वी हॅव टू रिमूव्ह द फॉल्ट and to make that machine working condition. So that is called the maintenance. It means before after the breakdown. So this is the hint of having the types of maintenance. Yes. Now we'll go ahead. Next part is related to the maintenance definition. So this is the IEEE definition, and I already told you that International Electrical and Electronics Engineers has made this definition, which is used widely around the, you can say, प्रत्येक you can say country मध्ये ही definition follow करतात ते. It is a combination of all technical, administrative, including the supervision actions intended to retain an item in or restore it to a state in which it can perform a required function. आता मेंटेनन्स मध्ये काय काय पार्ट्स आहेत बघा. मेंटेनन्स मध्ये टेक्निकल ऍक्शन्स तर येतातच, टेक्निकल चेक येतातच, पण ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह ऍक्शन्स पण येतात. म्हणजे सुपरविजन पण येतं, आपल्याला सुपरवाइज करावं लागतं काही गोष्टींसाठी. आपल्याला पहिल्या दिवशी मेंटेनन्स किंवा पहिल्या दिवशी फॉल्ट सापडेल असं नाहीये. आपल्याला त्या साईटवर गेल्यावर कदाचित पहिल्या दिवशी बघितल्यावर आपल्याला थोडंफार काही कळेल, पण त्या फॉल्टचा जे रूट असेल, जे रूट कॉज असेल ते आयडेंटिफाय करण्यासाठी वी हॅव टू सुपरवाइज. देन वी हॅव टू रिटेन अन आयटम इन और रिस्टोर इट टू. So that can be the you can say the action called as supervision. And after that a state in which it can perform a required function. ते जे इक्विपमेंट आहे ते रिक्वायर्ड फंक्शन करतं आहे का नाही हे सुद्धा आपल्याला चेक करायला पाहिजे आफ्टर रिमूव्हल ऑफ फॉल्ट. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ मेंटेनन्स डेफिनेशन. सो दिस इज द IEEE definition. You have to remember this definition in a such a way that it is a combination of all technical and administrative actions. Yes, administrative action म्हटल्यावर you have to mention the supervision actions. So this is the maintenance definition. After that, what does maintenance department encompass? So that we all discuss. So the maintenance department includes some maintenance operations to specific criteria. So this is the work of maintenance department in the company. Now we are interested for the maintenance activities. The activities of maintenance function could be either repair or replacement activities which are necessary for an item to reach its acceptable productivity conditions, and these activities should be carried out with a minimum possible cost. Now this is the important parameter. आपल्याला अशी गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची आहे की मेंटेनन्स करताना जी कॉस्ट आपण खर्च करणार आहोत ती कमीत कमी पाहिजे. इफ यू आर डुईंग द मेंटेनन्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल फॅन बाजारामध्ये किंमत 1200 रुपये आहे, 1200. And if the technician or the electrician says you or told you that after doing the maintenance the cost will be, or after removing the fault the cost will be 1500, तुम्ही विचार करतात की सर नवीन इक्विपमेंट घेतलं काय वाईट आहे. येस, सो इन दॅट वे you have to maintain the minimum possible cost. Obviously it should be less than your equipment cost, then that can be a advantageous thing for you. Yes, so I hope this maintenance activity is clear to you. Now we are interested for the plant here. So we are interested for the industry maintenance. Now one can say that in the industry or on the plant there is a maintenance department is available. Now what is the function of this maintenance department? You can see there are functions or objectives of this maintenance department. So the first objective is maximizing the production. That आपला प्रोडक्शन आहे कंपनी मधलं, मग टॉय इंडस्ट्री असेल किंवा इलेक्ट्रिकल मोटर इंडस्ट्री असेल, मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री असेल. सो जेवढं जास्त प्रोडक्शन तेवढं जास्त तुम्हाला काय होईल, रेव्हेन्यू जनरेट होईल आणि तेवढं तुमच्या ज्या नीड्स असतील त्या फुलफिल होतील. सो अल्टिमेटली मेंटेनन्स डिपार्टमेंट हॅज अ फंक्शन टू मॅक्सिमाइज द प्रोडक्शन. अँड हाऊ टू डू द मॅक्सिमाइज प्रोडक्शन? by doing the regular maintenance of equipments so that they will not get observing the failure in the future. So that is the main objective of maintenance department. The second is minimizing the energy usage. So you know that we are interested for minimizing the energy usage. जे ब्युरो ऑफ एनर्जी इफिशियन्सी अशी इंडियामध्ये बॉडी आहे, BW, ब्युरो ऑफ एनर्जी इफिशियन्सी. त्यांचा उद्देश तोच आहे की कमीत कमी एनर्जी ही यूज झाली पाहिजे. येस, बिकॉज वी नो दॅट टू जनरेट 1 kW, जर तुम्हाला 1000 वॅट हे जनरेट करायचे असतील कशामध्ये, तुमच्या थर्मल पॉवर प्लांट मध्ये, सो यू हॅव टू स्पेअर अराउंड 10,000 or you can say 10,000 kilo coal you have to burn for generating the 1 kW. Yes, so it is a huge, you can say, the drawback of thermal power plant. Yes, so we are interested for minimizing the energy usage. So this is the second objective of this department. The third objective is optimizing the useful life of equipment. Yes, is providing the budget control. Minimum possible cost is to the budget. Fifth advantage is optimizing the resources utilization. जेवढी मॅन पॉवर आहे आपल्याकडे किंवा जेवढे इक्विपमेंट्स, टूल बॉक्सेस अवेलेबल आहे त्यांचं युटिलायझेशन हे प्रॉपर झालं पाहिजे. येस, असं व्हायला नको की सडनली तुमचा प्लांट हा पूर्णच्या पूर्ण मेंटेनन्स मध्ये गेला आणि तुमच्याकडे इक्विपमेंट्सच नाहीये तो प्लांट मेंटेन करण्यासाठी. येस, मॅन पॉवरच नाहीये. सो असं पण व्हायला नको, अँड दॅट टेक केअर शुड बी टेकन बाय मेंटेनन्स डिपार्टमेंट. Ultimately, they are interested for to reduce the breakdowns, to reduce the downtime. So no, you can say these two concepts are same. Improving the equipment efficiency. Obviously, if we are minimizing the energy usage, so the equipment efficiency can be improved. Improving the inventory control. जे कंट्रोल आहेत ते आपल्याला इम्प्रूव्ह करण्यासाठी स्कोप आहे मेंटेनन्स डिपार्टमेंटकडे. Implementing the cost reduction. So it is related to the budgetary action. Yes. So these are the 10 objectives or 10, you can say, the points which has to take care by this maintenance department. I hope this point is clear to you. And if someone asks you in the industry, what are the objectives of maintenance department? So you have to explain or you have to tell at least a few of these points. Yes. Now we will go ahead. We are interested for the types. Now this is the objective that we have discussed earlier. So with the help of that diagram, we have explained this concept. So one can say that maximizing the production, reducing the breakdowns or emergency shutdowns, optimizing the resource utilization. So that we have discussed earlier. So for the theory purpose, I have written here. This point is very important. Customer satisfaction. After doing the maintenance, customer must satisfy. त्यांनी जी खर्च केलेला असतो तो खर्च बघता त्या इक्विपमेंटने त्यांना साथ दिली पाहिजे त्यांच्या वर्कसाठी. येस. सो दिस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट. आणि तुम्हाला कळत असेल की जे चायना मटेरियल हे बॅन झालं आहे इंडियामध्ये, ही खूप चांगली गोष्ट झाली आहे. बिकॉज आफ्टर युटिलायझिंग दिस चायनीज प्रोडक्ट वी आर नॉट गेट सॅटिस्फाईड. Yes, because no doubt the cost of these equipments are very less, but the life of this particular equipment is very short. Yes, they are interested for using the equipments, electrical equipments for long life. आपल्याला वाटतं की घरामधला जो फॅन आहे तो 20-30 वर्ष तरी खराब व्हायला नको. टीव्ही 20-30 वर्ष खराब नको व्हायला पाहिजे. मोबाईल 3-4 वर्ष खराब व्हायला नको. Yes, so customer satisfaction is a very important after in the maintenance department. Yes, so this point I have not included in the diagram, but this point you have to take care. So these are the types. Now this is very important, and inside the interviews of the, you can say, the power plant interviews, or you can say in the state government interviews, these types are surely asked. So I have made one tree diagram. So this tree diagram you have to remember in a specific fashion, so that you have to not mug up this diagram. Yes. So the maintenance is divided into two parts. First is plant maintenance. Obviously we have to make the plan. तुम्हाला कळत असेल की as a teacher we are having our own plans. आता सकाळी AMA लेक्चरचा मॅडमांचा फोन आला की you can take the 9:30 lecture and I will take your lectures. Yes. सो प्लॅनिंग झालं होतं आणि त्यामुळे मी मेसेज दिला ग्रुपवर. येस, अँड यू जॉईन. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द प्लॅन मेंटेनन्स. अँड देर इज अ सेकंड ऑप्शन, or you can say second type, is called as unplanned maintenance. So obviously it is under the condition of emergency. No one can predict this condition. Yes, COVID condition, no one has predicted before. Yes, they are interested for these two types, planned maintenance and unplanned maintenance. Unplanned maintenance where we have to carry in during the emergency condition. So in that way you can remember COVID condition. Yes. Now what is the planned maintenance? Planned maintenance are having again three types. First is preventive maintenance. So for this preventive word you have to remember the sentence, prevention is better than cure. Yes. So the hospitals are having that particular board. In that way, you can remember this preventive maintenance, which is under the planned maintenance. Second is the corrective maintenance. We have to make the corrections. Yes, so that is called the corrective maintenance. This is the third type of planned maintenance, predictive maintenance. We have to predict the type of fault which can be going to arise for the electrical equipment, and with seeing that particular fault in the future, we have to do the maintenance. That is called the predictive maintenance. Yes. What is the type of preventive maintenance? There are again three types. First is running maintenance. While running the equipments, we have to do the maintenance. So that is called the running maintenance. The second type is shutdown maintenance. So whenever there is a plant is get shut down, we have to do the maintenance, store it. It's called a shutdown. And the third type is scheduled maintenance. Obviously related to the plant, we have to make the schedule. So this should be there under the preventive maintenance. For corrective maintenance, there are two steps. Corrective maintenance, we have to make the corrections after breakdown, breakdown maintenance, and to make the corrections after shutdown. Note, breakdown and shutdown are nearer to same, but not exactly same. Yes, breakdown म्हणजे you can say suddenly तिथे काहीतरी fault आला आणि त्यामुळे तिचं breakdown झालं. Yes. So, but before this breakdown, we have to make the plan. Yes, आपल्याला कळतं की oil, transformer oil हे कुठे वापरतो आपण? Using this inside the transformer. The transformer oil has a life of you can say 5 years. मग 5 वर्षानंतर आपण त्या ठिकाणी गेलं पाहिजे त्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जवळ. You test that transformer oil regularly over a period of time. आणि 5 वर्षानंतर we must replace transformer oil. तर आपल्याला माहिती असून सुद्धा आपण तिथे गेलो नाही आणि ते ऑइल रिप्लेस केलं नाही. So ultimately it will go into the condition of emergency. Yes, so that is called as a corrective maintenance, breakdown and shutdown maintenance. Yes, so this is the main classification of maintenance, planned and unplanned. In the plant there are 3 types: preventive, corrective and predictive. In the preventive there are again 3 types: running, shutdown, scheduled. And in the corrective there are 2 options: breakdown and shutdown. Yes, so I hope this type of maintenance is clear to you. Now we will go ahead and we are going to see each type of maintenance in detail. Why? Because in your syllabus you can see over here, you can see they have mentioned the breakdown maintenance, they have mentioned the plant, and they have mentioned the condition based maintenance. So we will take only these 3 maintenance parts. So that can be a best solution for you also and me also, because we have to stick with syllabus only. Yes, and believe me, these points are definitely asked in your in semester and end semester exam. Yes, now we will start with the first type of maintenance. So this you can see by reading the name, plant maintenance. Yes, under this we will study the types, or you can say the definition. We will see the objectives and we will see the steps. Yes, so we will finish this part and we will stop over here. There are 10 minutes are remaining and we will finish this part in 10 minutes. Now there are types of plant maintenance that we have already seen or we have already discussed. So preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance. Corrective maintenance is also called as breakdown maintenance, that you remember. And predictive maintenance, so this is called as condition based maintenance, CBM. So that we have already discussed. Yes, now we'll go ahead. Preventive maintenance. So first part we are interested, preventive maintenance. Yes, and what we are going to see, we are going to see the objectives, elements, steps involved, benefits and disadvantages. So obviously having the preventive maintenance there are disadvantages also. Yes, so we will start with the first point. You have to remember this word or sentence: prevention is better than cure. And the objective of preventive maintenance is, so it is abbreviated as PM. Inside the industry, believe me, they are not using the full forms, they are using the short forms. Yes, and if being an electrical engineer, if you can not understood this PM as a preventive maintenance, then the person who is you can say the boss of you is definitely blame you. Yes, so you have to remember this short form also. Preventive maintenance is related to PM. It is a set of activities that are performed on plant equipments, machineries and systems before the occurrence of failure. Prevention is better than cure means after having the failure in our body, we have to take the precaution in order to protect them and to prevent or eliminate any degradation in their operating conditions. Now, what is the meaning of degradation? Degradation meaning, in the you can say the dictionary meaning is losing its property. Yes, losing its property, that is called as a degradation. Yes. Now if you are going to say we are using an insulator, yes, and if that insulator loses its property, obviously it turns into the conductor. It is not acceptable to us conversion of insulator into conductor. Yes, because the person are thinking that rubber is insulator, but no doubt if that insulator loses its property, so it becomes, or it can become the conductor, and if one can touches that rubber, he will get the shock. So that is called as degradation, and we are not expecting that degradation for our electrical engineering. So this is called as preventive maintenance before the occurrence of failure. So that you have to remember. Now we will discuss the steps. What are the steps? First, we have to analyze the system. Then we are going to review the system. Then after reviewing, we are making the priorities. So we are making the, you can say, the sheet available with us, and we are making the priority. Then we have to train the maintenance staff after making the priority. And the last step is implementing the maintenance plan. आपण जो इथे प्रायोरिटीज केला असेल ना प्लान, तो आपल्याला आता इम्प्लिमेंट करायचा आहे. Yes. So these are the steps involved in preventive maintenance. What are the steps? First we have to analyze. पहिले बघावं लागेल आपल्याला. त्याच्यानंतर आपल्याला रिव्ह्यू घ्यावा लागेल की आपण काय बघितलं. We have to make the priorities depending on the maintenance. पहिलं मेंटेनन्स कुठे करायला पाहिजे. Then we have to train our staff, and then we have to implement the maintenance plan. So this is for preventive maintenance. Yes. Now, what is the first step? We have to analyze the maintenance system. In this, we have to listing. What we have to list? Every piece of equipments and assign a set of identification number to each unit. Determine the health status of each piece. Create a downtime log for each assets that is essential to overall business operation, and create a service request sheet for each asset. तुम्हाला कधीच आठवत असेल की आपण ज्यावेळेस कोल्हापूरला विजिटसाठी गेलो होतो, तर त्यावेळेस आपण ज्यावेळेस कॅपॅसिटर बँकची इंडस्ट्री बघितली होती, श्रीम. येस. सो इन दॅट श्रीम इलेक्ट्रिक लिमिटेड, सो दॅट कॅपॅसिटर इज मॅन्युफॅक्चर. येस. अँड तुम्हाला कळत असेल की त्या कॅपॅसिटरवर त्यांनी एक शीट लावली होती. मग त्या शीटमध्ये त्यांचे बरेचसे पॅरामीटर्स होते. त्याचं रेटिंग, त्याच्यावर किती टेस्ट कॅरी झाल्या, येस, त्याला मेंटेनन्सची गरज कधी असते, हे सगळे काय असते त्याच्यावर लिस्ट केलेली असते. येस. अँड दॅट यू हॅव टू रिमेंबर फॉर दिस प्रिव्हेंटिव्ह मेंटेनन्स. येस, यू हॅव टू सी दॅट पर्टिक्युलर शीट. व्हॉट इज द स्टेप 2? वी हॅव टू रिव्ह्यू द सिस्टीम. आपण जे अनालाइज केलं आता आपल्याला रिव्ह्यू करायचं आहे. Starting with the highest priority assets, each system downtime, production logs should be reviewed. Operator's manual should be reviewed for maintenance and repair schedules. Each should be inspected. Areas that need for repair to be listed, and prioritize the repairs that needs to be made. So this is the step number 2. ह्या थोड्या टेक्निकल टर्म्स आहेत आणि ह्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये फॉलो केल्या जातात. तुम्हाला थोडेसे नवीन वाटतील काही गोष्टी, पण ह्या स्टेप वरून तुम्हाला कळत असेल की आपल्याला आता रिव्ह्यू घ्यायचा आहे. येस. द थर्ड स्टेप इज इट इज रिलेटेड टू द प्रायोरिटी. यू हॅव टू मेक द प्रायोरिटी. पुअर सेफ्टी विल अफेक्ट द प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस. एनी इश्यू विथ द प्रॉब्लेम्स इन प्रोसिजर और गार्डिंग इज प्रायोरिटी. Starting with the highest priority as a reasonable operational goal for average time needs to be set. Most manufacturers will rate their system at 80%. This average will diminish as the system ages 20 years and task list per piece of equipment is developed. कोणतं इक्विपमेंट हे पहिले मेंटेनन्स करायचं, मेंटेनन्स मध्ये न्यायचं, हे या स्टेप नंबर 3 मध्ये आपल्याला करायचं आहे. The step number 4 is train the maintenance staff. हाताखाली जे लोक असतील, टेक्निशियन्स किंवा ज्यांनी ITI केला असेल, ते इंजिनियरच्या हाताखाली काम करतात. येस. सो वी हॅव टू ट्रेन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पर्सन्स. सो ट्रेनिंग मस्ट नॉट बी आफ्टर थॉट. इट इज अ क्रुशियल टू द सक्सेस. It is the best way to make sure that employees learn the right way to do tasks. Each machine operational team should be made and need to be demonstrated for proper safety lockout and out the procedures. And maintenance staff should be trained for correct service and repair procedures in the respective area of expertise or equipments. आपल्याला थोडंफार त्यांना ट्रेनिंग द्यावं लागेल की तुम्हाला ह्या पद्धतीने मेंटेनन्स करायचं आहे. तुम्हाला टाइम द्यावा लागेल त्यांना की तुम्हाला हे मेंटेनन्सचं काम हे एवढ्या वेळामध्ये फिनिश करायचं आहे. येस, सो दॅट इज अ स्टेप नंबर 4. अँड द लास्ट स्टेप इज इम्प्लिमेंटिंग द मेंटेनन्स प्लान. आपण प्लान बनवला ना, अनालाइज करून, रिव्ह्यू करून, प्रायोरिटी सेट करून, तो आपल्याला काय करायचा आहे, इम्प्लिमेंट करायचा आहे. So in this, 5 to 10 minutes should be set aside prior to each shift for basic lubrication and inspection. Another 5 to 10 minutes should be allocated for cleanup after each shift. आपल्याला क्लीनअपचं पण सुद्धा काळजी घ्यावी लागते बरं. जर मेंटेनन्स करून तुम्ही तिथे कचरा करून गेलेत तर जे नेक्स्ट पर्सन असतील त्यांना तो त्रास होतो. म्हणजे आपण मेंटेनन्स केल्यानंतर तर क्लीनअप सुद्धा केलं पाहिजे. The process should be begin by coding all the purchase orders. There is a need to separate old and new parts and need to create a storage room to house parts and manuals. There is a need to make sure electronic components are well protected from static and moisture. And this is called as step number 5. So these are the 5 steps for doing the preventive maintenance. Now there are benefits and there are disadvantages. So what is the benefit of having the preventive maintenance? In general, the cost incurred towards the breakdown maintenance is usually higher than the cost incurred on preventive maintenance. Yes, it keeps the equipment in condition. It prolongs the effective life of equipment. It detects the problem at earlier stages. कारण की आपण प्रिव्हेंटिव्ह करतोय. It reduces the equipment or process failure. The advantages. Now there are again advantages also. So one can say that it helps in building the process variability. It reduces the it is an excellent training tool for technicians. टेक्निशियन्सला ट्रेन करण्यासाठी एक बेस्ट टूल आहे असं मानतात कंपनीमध्ये. It keeps the equipment safer and it greatly reduces the unplanned downtime. Now there are disadvantages also. Catastrophic failures still likely to occur. We cannot, you can say, make the failure zero. Yes, so there can be, after having the preventive maintenance, the faults can take place. The performance of maintenance schedule is not required. Labor incentive we have to pay. आपल्याला पे करावं लागेल प्रिव्हेंटिव्ह मेंटेनन्स करण्यासाठी. आणि जर फॉल्ट झालाच नाही तर आपले ते पैसे वाया जातील. So that can be a disadvantage. It includes the performance of unneeded maintenance, the risk of damage when conducting unneeded maintenance, and saving not readily visible without a baseline. So these are the disadvantages, advantages, steps, and objective of preventive maintenance. I hope you understood the preventive maintenance, and in the next class we will start with the breakdown maintenance. Yes, so if you have understood, then write yes. If you have not understood, then write no. I will try to explain in better way. Yes, okay. So I have taken your attendance also, and at 10:30 you have to join for AMA. The message will be there for you. Okay, thank you. So you can leave the class.